Well, hello everyone. You can see I'm in my pantry working a little bit, and I thought I would go ahead and share. I had several people over the period of time that have asked me about my red cabinet and what the measurements are. So I want to show you all some things about my cabinet today and share what the measurements are, and also some things that if I were building it now, that I would do a little bit differently. Okay, I think that I can do this one-handed here. You can see right there, that's right, all over 16 inches in the depth. And this is my pints, and you can see there that there are 4 pints deep. Quartz, you're going to see 3 pints there. However, if I go to the front, and you look at the front, you can see that there are, well, you can't really see it, but I do have, except in these corners, there are four quarts. And then up here on the pints, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's four deep on the pints too. Now, I think if I did all of the smallmouth jars, there might be 5 in some areas. So another thing about my cabinet, you'll see that there are some of the jars, like right here. This is a quart. These are pints. Of course, I've got some pints down here beside of the quarts. But so the height of these they vary. And one thing that I want you to see is that, see that will barely fit in there, whereas this one, and even on the quartz, I have extra space. So that was a kind of a faux pas that I did in designing this. I should have had a little bit more space between them, because it's easier getting them in and out to be able to see. You can see there I've got something that's right there stained on the shelf. That's going to be a paint project soon. But anyway, one of the things that I would do differently is to, like here, make sure that there was a little bit more space above that. You know, if I'm working with wide mouth like that one, it's okay. But with regular mouth and some of the jars that are like, let me see if this one, yeah, see that one's even closer. They're just a little bit too close. So that would be one thing that I would do differently. Another thing is that I would put a lip across here, and this may be a project down the road, is to put a little strip of something on there. We've been getting, here in East Tennessee, a little bit of more shaking lately than we have in years past. When I was building this, I didn't even think about the possibility of an earthquake. And so at some point, I will probably pull all of, maybe not everything, but some of the stuff out of these shelves and anchor this cabinet to the wall, and then, put something, even if I just put some bungee straps across it, to make sure that my jars don't fall out. And then, of course, on the bottom, you can see that I have lots of different stuff down there. But another thing that I would do is make sure that I have shelves that are high enough to accommodate putting some half-gallon jars in there, because I have a lot of half-gallon jars, and it would be good to have some of those on those bottom shelves at times. And then the other thing that I have, and some of y'all have seen these before, is my farm baskets. And I use those for canning rings, my jar rings, and canning lids, and extra canning supplies. It's what all of that is up there. So hopefully this will give you some ideas for, if you're planning to build a shelf, maybe this will give you some ideas on some things that you can do to make your shelf suitable for what you need. Till the next time, God bless you.